Good morning, children. Today we will take up graphical method, the last method of the third chapter. I have already explained so far substitution, elimination, cross multiplication, and now graphical method. Remember one thing, graphs are generally not asked to be drawn in the board exam. Usually not. But sometimes if suppose you are asked, graph paper will not be given, you will have to draw it in this ordinary paper itself with the help of your scale and measurements. Clear? But since graphical method is there in your syllabus, I am explaining it out to you. You know how to draw graphs. In 9th standard, you have already come across it. Primary classes also you must have got some idea about how to plot the graph. So, let us take up an example and understand it over here. Two equations are given to a linear pair of equations, means there will always be two equations. One is x plus 2y minus 4 is 0. Second is 2x plus 4y minus 12 is 0. From the second equation I can take out 2 common. So the equation reduces to x plus 2y minus 6 equal to 0. Now you have to convert this particular equations either into x form or the y form. I have converted into the x form. X form means x equal to 4 minus 2y. 2y and 4 is crossed. Here x is equal to 6 minus 2y. These two are x forms. You can convert one in x and the other one in y form, no problem. Is that point clear? It's your wish. Now to plot the graph we require at least a pair of points. To draw a line you require a pair of points. So for the first line, that is for the first equation, you get one line. So for that line you have pair of points. This again is your own wish. You can suppose any values. I have supposed the value for y and I got it for x. Y, if I substitute 0, 2 into 0 is 0, so 4 is remaining. So x value is 4 when y is 0. If I substitute y value 2, then 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 4 will be 0. So x value will be 0 if y value I substitute 2 over here. I got pair of points for the graph. For the same second equation also similarly, I will assume y value to be 0. In that case, this entire thing will become 0. So, x value is 6. For the second situation, I will take y value 3. So, 2 3s are 6. 6 minus 6 is 0. So, x value will be 0. Now, this pair of points which I have got, I have to plot it on the graph paper. Okay. But if graph paper is not there, you will have to draw in the ordinary notebook and then plot these points. Clear? Now how will the graph look like? This graph is already there in your text. Okay? The graph looks somewhat like this here. This is how your graph will look like. The points which I gave you, isn't it? 0 and 3, 6 and 0 for the second equation. 4 and 0 and 0 and 2 for the first equation. So you get that the lines are parallel. Now can you tell me why the lines are parallel? If you remember, I told you something about A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Do you remember? Yeah. So here, you should know the relation between these, which I have shown over here. See, in this particular equation, these two equations, if you find out A1 upon A2, that is 1 upon 1, is equal to 2y upon 2y, means 2 upon 2, that is again 1 upon 1. So A1 upon A2 is B1 upon B2. But it is not equal to C1 upon C2. Here the C1 is minus 4 and here the C2 is minus 6. So A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 upon B2, but it is not equal to C1 upon C2. So this relation is always for parallel lines. And when you say that the lines are parallel, there is no solution. Okay. So no solution means they are called inconsistent pair of equations. Why did I tell you all this? Because in exercise 3.2, you are given these terms. Without drawing the graph, find which equation will be parallel or which equation does not have any solution or which equations are called inconsistent equations. So for that there is no need to draw the complete graph, only from the equation itself. From the equation, again this is not required. This is required only for drawing part. But if drawing is not to be done, then from this pair of equation you have to find out what is the relation between A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. According to that relation, you can decide whether the lines will be parallel. If it is parallel, you can also say there are no solution. And if there are no solution, then you can also say that means all this 3 is one and the same for this particular condition. Understood? Okay. Now we take up the second type. The second pair of equation given is 2x plus 3y is 9 and this is 4x plus 6y is 18. Again over here you can take out common. So when 2 comes out common, it will become 2x plus 3y is 9. Now are they same? Yes. So when the equations are identical, your a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2, all the 3 will be one and the same. All the 3 are equal. So you will have infinitely many solutions and the graph will be only one line. Now let us see how the graph looks like. But before the graph, you require to plot. To plot the graph, you require the x form. So I have taken out the x form, 9 minus 3y whole upon 2. Now you keep on supposing the values of y. Suppose y is 1. 1 means 3 ones are 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 by 2 is 3. Y if I put 0, then this value will be 0. So 9 by 2 will be 4.5. But I have not assumed y 0. Instead I have taken y value 3. 3 3s are 9. 9 minus 9 is 0. 0 upon 2 is 0. Y value I have taken 5. 5 3s are 15. Minus 15 and 9 will be minus 6. So minus 6 by 2 will be minus 3. Understood how I solve this? You keep on substituting y value, you will get the x answers. So this is to be plotted. Both the equations are same. So when you plot, your graph will be like this. Did you understand? Only a single line you will get for both the equations. And hence I told you that there are infinitely many solutions. Only one line is possible for the graph and they are called dependent consistent. It is consistent because solution is there, but it's not unique. Many solutions are there. Therefore, you call it as dependent consistent. This is the second type. So, without drawing the graph, if they ask you, you have to simply find out the relation between A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Understood? The third type which is there. Let us take up this equation. X minus 2y is 0, 3x plus 4y is 20. Here x form will be 2y and here x form will be 20 minus 4y whole upon 3. Now I will find out which points I will get for this pair of points. If I take y value 0, x value will also be 0. If I take y value 1, x value will be 2. I got one pair of points to plot one line. Okay, same thing over here. If I assume y 5, 5 4s are 20, 20 minus 20 is 0. So 0 upon 3 is 0. If I take y value 2, 4 2s are 8, 20 minus 8 is 12, 12 by 3 is 4. If I take y value 8, 8 4s are 32. Minus 32 and 20 will be minus 12. Minus 12 by 4 is minus 4, 12 by 3 is minus 4. So when you plot this pair of points, means you have to plot this point and then draw a line. Then you plot these points and then draw another line. So when you plot it, you will get graph something like this. See? Where, see, you have plotted one pair of points. What was the one pair of point I told you? 0, 0 and 2 and 1. See, 2 and 1, here point is there, 2 and 1. 0, 0 and 2 and 1, you can draw a line. Okay, one line you will get. You will write the name of the equation on top of it. Second pair of points I told you is 0, 5. Okay, then 4 and 2. Here 4 and 2 is plotted. And minus 4 and 8. Minus 4 and 8 means it will come to the lower side. Now here they have not taken that value. So 2 points is enough. 2 points are there, so you can just join them. Where the points intersect, that is the solution. 4 and 2 is the solution for this pair of equation. Did you understand that? So, in such a case, now if you find the relation between the A1, A2, B1, B2, you will find that A1 upon A2, both are 1 each. B1 upon B2, they are not equal. Am I right or not? See, A1 upon A2 and B1 upon B2 are not equal. So when A1 upon A2 and B1 upon B2 are not equal, you will say that the point of intersection will be unique. Only one answer. Then you call as consistent pair of equation. Remember earlier I told you this is also consistent, but it will be dependent because there are numerous solutions. But here there is only one unique answer. Is this point clear? So you have 3 different types of graphs. Now into the exercise part, if we move in, exercise 3.2. This exercise tells you about how to work out the sum. See, I will skip first one for the time being and taking second one onwards. Second one, read the question. What is given? Compare the ratios and then find whether the lines are intersecting at a point, they are parallel, or they are coincident. Intersecting at a point means only one solution. Parallel, it's very clear. And coincident means one and only one line you are getting. Both the equations are same. So here for this one, I have picked up one question, that is the second one. 6x minus 3y plus 10 is 0. 2x minus y is plus 9 is 0. If you try to solve that equation, the 6 upon 2 minus 3 upon y minus 1 and 10 upon 9. If you try to see this part, a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 are equal, but it is not equal to c1 upon c2. तो क्या होना चाहिए? The lines will be parallel. No need to draw the graph. See, without drawing the graph, you can decide one mark. You will get the answer. Similarly, the remaining two, if you try to work out, a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2. इसमें फिर आगे देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. When a1 upon a2 is not equal to b1 upon b2, it means it's a unique answer. Means the lines will intersect at one point. Second one, if you see, 2 comes out common from here. Okay, 2 9s are 18, 2 3s are 6, 2 12s are 24. So the equation becomes exactly same. When you say both equations are exactly same, means a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2 are equal. So they are coincident lines. One line. Coincident. आई बात समझ में? Without graph, how to solve it? Same way the second one. Again compare the ratio and decide whether they are consistent or inconsistent. Now consistent में दो प्रकार है. If you get one line and if you get a unique answer, both are consistent. But if the lines are parallel, it is inconsistent. So for that, again you have to decide a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2 and c1 upon c2 for all the equations. I hope you will try it on your own. I am doing the third one for you because there is a fraction. Okay? See, the third one is worked out like this. 3 upon 2x, 5 upon 3y is 7. If you take LCM, 3 3s are 9, 2 5s are 10. So 9x plus 10y is 6 7s are 42. This is how the first equation is written. So 9x minus 10y is 14. That is the second equation you will get. That is directly given to you. The second equation is given to you. This is the first equation which has been, after taking LCM, will look like this. Now you find out a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2. Okay, are they equal? No. फिर third देखने की जरूरत नहीं है. In fact, all the three are not equal. But once you get a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 are not equal, it means it is consistent. Answer will be unique. आई बात समझ में? Same way you have to work out the remaining one. Here a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2. Are they equal? Are they equal? Here you get 3 by 2 and here you get 2 by 3. So they are not equal. मतलब they consistent है. In this case, 2 comes out common from the second one. So 2x minus 3y is, sorry, 2 doesn't come out common. This will remain as it is. But here you will find that 2 upon 4 and minus 3 upon minus 6 are equal. a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 are equal. But c1 upon c2 is not equal. तो कौन सी कंडीशन में है ऐसा? Yes, when the lines are parallel, मतलब inconsistent. Third one I did it for you. Fourth one similarly, a1 upon a2 is 5 by 10. b1 upon b2 is minus 3 by 6. How much will you get? 5 by minus 10 is minus half. Minus 3 by 6 is also minus half. And 11 by minus 22 is also minus half. Isn't it? So, you will get that all the three are equal. If all the three are equal, it's a infinitely many solution. Means dependent consistent. ये consistent का ही second प्रकार है. Many answers are possible but consistent. Same way, can you now complete the fifth one? Okay. The fourth question also is again the similar question. Which of the following equations are consistent or inconsistent? If consistent, then you have to work out the graph. Now I am not making you draw the graph, children. No need to draw the graph. As I told you, usually drawing graphs is not asked. Understood? But suppose it is asked, you should be knowing the method. And in 9th standard we have actually worked out graphical method. Is that point clear? So here you have to just decide whether it is consistent or inconsistent, what we have done for the third question. Same way the fourth one is to be worked out. The pair of equations are given to you. Try it out on your own. What are you supposed to do? For each question you have to find out a1 upon a2, b1 upon b2, c1 upon c2 and check what is the relation between them. Accordingly, you can decide whether it is consistent or inconsistent. Clear so far? Okay. Now we move to the first question which I had left out earlier. What is the first question telling you? You have to first frame equation. Am I right? You frame equation and then you have to solve by graph. That is what they are saying. Again over here, I am not asking you to draw by graph. I'll just give you an idea about what is to be done for the graph. What is the question? There are 10 students of 10th standard who are participating in a quiz. Out of that, number of girls is 4 more than number of boys. So we don't know how many girls and boys are there. So you can assume one part to be X and the other to be Y. So girls are more than boys. You have to find the number of boys and girls in the quiz. Total how many were there? 10. So if I assume boys and girls like this, then x plus y is 10 and x minus y is 4 because difference in their number is 4. Girls ज़्यादा है 4. है ना? Now x form. X is equal to 10 minus y. यहाँ पे x form 4 plus y. Both the x forms are there. Now what should you do? You prepare the table. For this the table is prepared over here. Y if I take 10, 10 minus 10 0. So when y is 10, x is 0. When y is 0, x value will be 10. Actually 2 values will do. But if you want you can go for the third value also. Here if I take y value 3, 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay. Same thing over here. If I assume y 1, then 1 plus 4 is 5. If I take y value 0, then answer will be 4. The third value is if I take y 3, then x value will be 7. From this table itself you come to know that 7 by 3 is the solution for this answer. X is 7 and y is 3. So if you draw the graph of this particular equation, you will get the graph intersecting. इस तरह से intersect होगा at a point 7 and 3. X value 7 and y value 3. The second equation which is to be framed. 5 pencils and 7 pens are costing 50. 7 pencils and 5 pens are costing 46. So you assume the value of pencil to be x and pen to be y. In that case, the equation will be 5x plus 7y is 50, 7x plus 5y is 46. Find the x forms in both the cases and then prepare the table. Remember, you can suppose any values, any negative, positive, 0, कोई भी value आप suppose कर सकते. But I would advise that select a value which you can plot easily on the graph paper or your ordinary paper. Clear or not? Ordinary paper में plot करना means क्या करना है? You can draw the axis. ये ordinary paper में बनाना हो तो इस तरह से आपको axis बनानी पड़ेगी. Okay, with the foot ruler of course. I am holding the camera in one hand, so it's very difficult for me to have the scale to be used. And then 1 centimeter you mark like this on the x-axis on either side, on y-axis on either side, and write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Clear? And then you have to plot these values. And then draw the line and find out the intersection. Don't ever plot both the set of tables together. You have to always plot one table, draw a line, write the equation on top of it, and then go for the second table. Is that point clear or not? Okay. Now, so first question is over. I finished with the second, third and the fourth. I told you that how to work out. You have to just, no need to draw the graph I told you. Now the fifth question. What is the fifth question telling you? Half the perimeter of a rectangular garden whose length is 4 more than width is 36. Half the perimeter of rectangular garden is 36 means perimeter का आधा 36 है. And length is 4 more than width. So length and breadth are the two things. So assume length is x and breadth. Length is y and x. Breadth is x. So difference between length and breadth is given to you 4. 4 more कहा है ना. So length and breadth difference is 4. Whereas perimeter is half the perimeter is 36. Do you know the perimeter's formula for a rectangular garden? Perimeter formula is 2 times y plus x. Okay, पर half the perimeter का मतलब क्या हो गया, ये 2 चला जाएगा, so y plus x is 36. Understood? Half the perimeter. Now y form over here, see till now I was taking x form, but here I am taking y form, x plus 4. Here y form, 36 minus 6, sorry, x. Find the values. Any value you can substitute. Always it's easy. 0 if you suppose, the other value will be 4. Isn't it? And then if you take over here 16 plus 4 will be 20. Here also if I take 0, then 36. Okay. And here if I take 16, then 20. Now this pair of points if I plot, you will see from the table itself the answer should be 16 and 20. Did you understand? So again I am telling you, no need to draw the graph, and this sum is definitely not to be drawn, it is just to be solved. So you can solve it like this. अगर ऐसे नहीं solve करना है तो directly by elimination method or substitution method you will get the answer. Okay till then? Now the sixth sum. Sixth question is, you are given an equation 2x plus 3y minus 8 is 0. Now you have to give another equation. एक ही equation दिया है. So second equation is required such that with the second equation it will form an intersecting line in one case. If you write a second equation, it should form a parallel line in the second case, and the second equation should form coincident line in the third case. Equation क्या है? 2x plus 3y minus 8 is 0. So let us take the first case of intersecting lines. For intersecting line, the condition is a1 upon a2 should not be equal to b1 upon b2. आपका equation जो text में दिया है, that is 2x plus 3y minus 8 is 0. So a1 upon a2, I can take the second equation to be 2x plus 4y minus 6. I can take any equation, it's not necessary only this. I can go for 5x plus 8y is minus 15 or plus 15, whatever it is. Condition क्या निकलना चाहिए? ये equation के साथ second equation should be such that a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 should not be equal. Then only the equation will be intersecting lines. Understood? Second situation is when you want parallel lines, the a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 should be equal. Okay, a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2 should be equal, but it should not be equal to c1 upon c2. So देखिए, I took up 2x plus 3y. If I want, I can write 2x plus 3y over here, no problem. 2x plus 3y. Here what they are taken, a1 upon a2 is equal to b1 upon b2. See, 2 by 4, 3 by 6 will be half each. Okay. But the third part will be equal to what? 1. तो अगर आप ऐसा लिखना चाहो, instead of the second equation I can write 2x plus 3y minus 7 is equal to 0. तो क्या हो जाएगा? If I take 7 over here, c1 upon c2 will not be equal to a1 upon a2 and b1 upon b2. Are you following what I am trying to say? Second equation can be anything you suppose, but condition should be a1 upon a2 should be equal to b1 upon b2. But c1 upon c2 के साथ वो equal ना हो. Third is coincident lines mean everything should be equal. वो कब होगा? This is the given equation. इसको 2 से multiply कर दो. 2 3s यहाँ पे मैंने 3 से multiply किया है. 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9, 3 8s are 24. तो क्या हो जाएगा? All the ratio will become 1/3. आप 2 से multiply करो. 4x plus 6y minus 16 is equal to 0. आप 5 से 10 से कोई भी नंबर से आप नेगेटिव नंबर से मल्टीप्लाई करो. Whatever number you are taking, you multiply with the entire equation. So what will happen? The ratio will be same. So the coincident line will be possible. Understood till here? Okay. The last question which is there. Draw the graph of these equations. ये equation दिया गया है. You have to draw the graph and then determine means find the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle formed by these lines and the x-axis. When you draw this graph, it will intersect in such a way that with the x-axis it will form a triangle. I have just given an idea over here. First of all, the equation has to be plotted. तो उसके लिए value suppose करना है. These are the equations. First equation, second equation. So x form I found out first over here. Then I prepared the table. This is a table for the first equation. This is a table for the second equation. And now if you plot, see, this is roughly I have drawn it. Okay. So first I will plot this particular part. 0 and 1, 2 and 3. So 0 and 1 will be 0 and 1, 2 and 3. This will be the first case. Okay. 0 and 1, 2 and 3. This is 4 and 0, 2 and 3. 4 and 0 and 2 and 3 is this one. 0 and if I take y value 1, the x value will be 0. Is that point clear? So actually what happens is this line I have drawn it slightly wrong. It should go like this. It should intersect in this manner. I told you, I drew it in a very rough manner. You may redraw this part and check it out. So when you draw this graph, it will intersect. This is the axis. This is called the axis. It will intersect the axis in such a way that the triangle will be formed. Okay. So when the triangle is formed, you try to find the coordinates. Coordinate of the triangle, vertices 2 and 3. Second vertex is 4 and 0. Third vertex will be minus 1 and 0. Is that point clear or not? With that, the first exercise, 3.2 exercise on graph is over. Complete this in your classwork book. Graphs are not to be drawn except the 7th one you will draw it. Remaining graphs are not to be drawn. You have to simply solve as I have explained in the video.